Good morning, dear students. I hope you all are fine. So, today we will read your 16th chapter, and it's a poem. And the name of the poem is Come Out With Me. So, in this poem, poet is calling all of us to come out with him and see the beauty of the nature by, you can say, having some break from our normal routine. So we are all busy in our daily routine and we don't pay any attention towards our inner peace, and we don't enjoy the little things that we used to enjoy in our childhood. So poet is calling all of us to have a look on the beauty of nature and enjoy that. So let us see firstly two difficult words here. So water wheel is used in the poem, which means a wheel turned by the movement of water used to drive machinery. So as you know, in water turbines and mills, etc., there were these kind of wheels which are responsible for generating, sometimes in you can say in dams, etc., for producing electricity, and in mills for rotating many machinery, etc. Then drowned means to say died by falling into water, पे पानी में डूब के मर जाना. So that is called drowned. So let us start reading our poem. First stanza is, there is sun on the river and sun on the hill. You can hear the sea if you stand quite still. There's 8 new puppies at roundabout farm, and I saw an old sailor with only one arm. So a poet is saying that look, that there is a sun on the river and sun on the hill, means poet is describing the nature's beauty. You can hear the sea if you stand quite still. So poet is saying that you can also hear this, you can say the sound of the sea, the sound of the water, if you quietly tries to listen that. There is 8 new puppies at the roundabout farm. So see, there are 8 new puppies or 8 little puppies at the roundabout farm, and I saw an old sailor with only one arm. So old sailor means to say, a sailor means to say a person who drives boat or ship. So that is called sailor. So poet is saying that I saw a sailor which is having one arm. So poet is actually describing a scene outside, what he saw, and he's describing that scene. But everyone says, run along, run along, run along. All of them say, run along, I am busy as can be. Everyone say, run along, there is a little darling. If I am a little darling, why don't they run with me? So again, poet is saying that, but we are not enjoying the nature. We are not seeing the beauty of the nature. Instead of that, we are very much busy in our daily routine. Everyone says run along means to say keep moving. So everyone advised to keep moving in the forward direction towards our goals, towards our aims, without taking care of our inner peace, without taking care of our happiness, our true happiness, which lies in, you can say, in a peaceful and enjoyable life. So we avoid all those kind of things, and we always keep on moving towards, you can say, our new goals. And because of that, our life is very much busy. I am busy as can be. So I am extremely, you can say, in a state where I'm totally busy. And there is a little darling. Little darling means to say the child that always live inside us, means no matter how much we grew up, how much we grow up, there is always a child inside us. So that child is asking from us that have some break and look at the beauty of the nature. Break your routine, take some break. So that little child that is inside us, that is asking, that is also asking to have a break and look at the beauty of the nature. There is wind on the river and wind on the hill. There is dark red water wheel under the mill. I saw a fly which had just been thrown, and I know where the rabbit goes into ground. So again, poet is describing all the things, you can say small things, which can be, you can say, which can bring happiness or which can bring smile on our face. So poet is saying that there is wind on the river and wind on the hill. So now poet is describing the beauty of wind. In the first stanza, poet was talking about sunlight. Now poet is describing the beauty of the wind, that there is a wind on river and wind on the hill. There's dark red water wheel under the mill. So there is a water wheel under the mill. I saw a fly just being drawn. So fly means to say any kind of fly, house fly, or that kind of fly. So poet saw that kind of fly which is being drawn into the water. And I know where the rabbit goes into the ground. As we all know, rabbits have their home under the ground. They have dig the, you can say, earth to make their home. So poet was watching a rabbit who is going inside its house. So then next stand up, but everyone says, run along, run along, run along. All of them says, yes dear, and never notice me. Everyone says, run along, there is a little darling, and if I am little darling, why don't you come and see? So again, poet is saying that nobody cares about inner peace and happiness. Everyone again suggests that we should always keep on moving, and because of that we have a very busy schedule. So again we ignore the child that we have inside us. We ignore that child. We ignore the happiness of that child. So there is a little darling. Little darling again means to say the child that we have inside us. And if I am a little darling, why don't you come? Why won't they come and see? So the little child inside us is asking that if I am present inside them, why don't they take care of me? Why don't they do something for me, for my happiness, for my peace? So the basic idea of the poem is that we should not get so much involved in the life that we should forget what is real happiness. Instead of that, we should have, you can say, time for us also, and we should always admire the beauty of the nature. We should always take out time to enjoy ourselves and enjoy the nature. So this is the idea behind this poem. Then on the next page, students, there is a comprehension given, and choose the correct words and phrases to complete the summary of the poem. Actually, this is the summary of the poem, and you have to complete the summary by choosing the correct options given along with the fill-ups. For example, first one is, people say that dash is the most important phase of life. So dash is the most important phase of life, childhood. No doubt that childhood is, you can say, worry free time where there is no worry and we don't care about anything. And later on when we become adult, then we find reasons to be happy. In childhood we don't need any reason, we are always happy. So the first answer is childhood. Then they say that childhood should be dash treasured, exploited, utilized. So treasured, definitely treasured. So then children should be taught to dash explore the world around them. Explore means to say खोजना, कुछ भी आसपास क्या है उसको देखना, ध्यान से ऑब्जर्व करना. So in this way you have to complete this summary. You have to fill all the blanks and try once, otherwise after that you will be given the answer key also, so you can match your answer key, you can say answers with the answer key. Then in A2, what you have to do based on your understanding of the poem, answer the following questions in your own words. So here what you have to do, again you have to try the answers of these questions. So try these questions, and then sounds and